Hoy es el día. Hoy es el día porque después del partido el otro día, un afición me preguntaron que por qué no hablar en español en la prensa. Pero entonces hoy es el día para la afición y he hablado con después del partido. Ok. Hoy es el día especial porque fichamos un jugador que queremos por muchos meses. Es un jugador con mucha cualidades que yo creo que necesitamos en nuestro equipo. He hablado mucho con vosotros. En las cualidades yo creo que necesitamos en el último tercero. Asistencia, goles, la habilidad para parar en la pelota y toque al pase extra. Otro. Es difícil. Muy bien. Entonces es un fichaje que yo creo que nosotros necesitamos para mejorar y él necesita aprender inglés porque ahora solo hablar en francés. Entonces solo tenemos un jugador que habla con él es Diop. Pero él está en Florida, en Miami, ahora para completar los médicos, encontrar una casa, un apartamento. Y en un mes, 5 semanas, ojalá vuelva para jugar con nosotros y ayudarnos. Genial, muy bien. Y el próximo partido contra Dallas es un partido muy difícil. He visto muchos partidos con ellos. Ellos especialmente en ataque muy fuerte, con jugadores rápidos, con cualidades a mí me gusta mucho, pero después del descanso, yo creo que después del partido contra Holland, no.
Minnesota.
No, who did we play last?
Minnesota.
Yeah. Después del partido contra Minnesota, el equipo gana más confianza, más ritmo. Yo creo que perdimos el ritmo durante el descanso. Para ahora tenemos más confianza, el grupo. Sí, ¿tú vemos? No, tú vemos ahora. Tenemos un equipo, a mí me gusta, con confianza. Ahí va. Sí, los técnicos hablamos mucho los técnicos hablamos mucho los últimos semanas sobre los partidos afuera de casa. En casa somos muy fuertes, ganamos muchos partidos. He visto un equipo con mucha confianza, pero afuera en esta liga es muy difícil, pero necesitamos tomar puntos tomar puntos afuera para nosotros lograr que queremos. Entonces los próximos 2 partidos contra Dallas, contra Orlando, para mí yo quiero ver una mentalidad diferente. Si no ganar, si no perder. ¿Entiendes? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say it in English. So we approached the next 2 games. We brought the next 2 games down. The next group of games, we brought the next 2 in particular down into 2 away games. Then we've got NYC away, so 3 away games in the next batch of games where we have to change our mentality away from home. And I'm not saying our performances have been bad, but we need to change our mentality because we need to pick up points. If you think about what's needed to get into the playoffs, you think about points on the road are vital. We are quite strong. We are quite strong in our stadium. But there'll become a point in our season where naturally you'll drop points at home. So we have to pick up points away. A point away from home, 3 points away from home, and I think that comes with a certain level of mentality away from home, particularly in this league. I think to win away from home, this is the hardest country to play in, to win away from home, because of all the things that go with it. So I say the next 2 games, I hope that you'll see a different mentality. And a mentality of, if we can't win because we want to win every game, then we definitely don't lose. You look at the best teams in the league; they don't lose games away from home. Philadelphia pick up points away from home. Nashville pick up points away from home. The top teams do. LAFC, top of their conference, pick up points away from home. So it's a mentality that we need to, for this group, take the next step. Yeah, I mean, we do look at a number of things, but I look at sort of like the turning point in our season was probably New England at home, and then we've had away games in Charlotte where I thought we should have won the game. Atlanta, man sent off, and we lost the game. New England, 2 men sent off, lost the game. So straight away you think, well, first things first, discipline. Keep 11 players on the field. It gives you a better chance of winning the game. And then you talk about away from home. You're not going to get as many chances that we get in the drive pink. So away from home, we have to be more crucial. We have to be more ruthless. And we have to take the opportunities that come our way, and that's what we've been working on. We've been working on really putting pressure on the players on certain aspects of our play, that they need to be more ruthless. Final pass, final assist. You think about the chances we had in Charlotte. I think we had 3 or 4 1v1s. I think Kieran could have had a couple of goals. Indy could have scored. And you can't waste those chances, and that's what we need to aim for in the next 2 games. Yeah, Atlanta, first half, Robert Taylor should have put the chances away. So you think about the things that we need to improve, and we've dissected it a lot this week because we've got a little bit more time. Maintain our shape and discipline, maintain the stuff that's really forced us to starting to gain some confidence, discipline and ruthlessness in the final third. Coco. He likes to be called Coco. Yeah, I think that's a nice nickname for him. Yeah, well, I think I've been going through the visa process myself. I thought I was going to get my green card 6 months ago, so a date is impossible with what's going on in all governments around the world because of COVID. I think what's a good gauge is the Robert Taylor situation where he visited Florida. He came here for 6 or 7 days, then he got his appointment, then he went back for maybe 2 weeks maybe. So I think that's a really good gauge. But that was Finland, this is Paris, so you just never know. I think in these situations, sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. And if I hope he's got a friend in the consulate in Paris, probably hasn't. But, hopefully we can get it done quick. We're hoping by the start of August we're going to have him back. And that's worst case scenario. So work your way back from that, and hopefully we'll get him quick. What does he bring to the team? We've been talking about the game changers. We've been talking about that final third of the pitch. I think the signings that we are looking for is to improve us in the final third of the pitch. Is to give us the more options, that quality, and that ability to win games of football. We've not scored away from home in the last 3 or 4 games. That tells us we need goals in the team, and that's the area of the pitch that we're going to focus on, and take nothing away from the boys that we've got now, because they are absolutely fantastic, and Coco's going to have to come in and play extremely well to get in front of Robert, Ari, Emerson, and Indiana. And that's why I hope the competition for places will bring an added bit of quality and confidence. Well, I think for young players, international football, I think what my experience of being an international manager and obviously playing at international level in those tournaments, you go a boy and you come back a man. And you come back a man because Noah's been away from home for 1 month, and he's in a country in Honduras. He's going to have to, obviously they'll be in hotels. But he's going to have to grow up very fast. He's playing on pitches that are not like the pitches here. He's playing in conditions. He's playing for his country. There's pressure. He's playing with players that are playing MLS football. So he has to grow up fast. Edison's the same. You have to produce the knockout games. There's pressure on them. So I know for a fact that Noah has come on so much. I know that Edison will. I know that Izzy will. I know that Dairon went away. So I expect them to come back and start challenging. I expect Noah to come back and start challenging Kieran, Jovin and Chris McVeigh for a starting position. Yeah, well, he's got a programme already. He's got a programme of fitness. We've met with him, we've spoke to him. Two things really. When I first spoke to him, he desperately wanted to come to Inter Miami, and that for a player that's playing in sort of like a real top league in Europe at the age that he is a really good sign. We're not getting someone that's gone over the hill. We're getting someone that's just still halfway up the hill, really wanting to improve. His versatility is really important. I like versatile players. He can play left and right wing. He can play number 10, centre forward, and he's played a lot of his football at wing back for his team, which you know I like going to wing backs as well. So fits into what we're trying to do. He's an hungry age, and he's going to have to work really hard. I mean, we saw him briefly the other day, and he's fit already. You know, he's coming from a top league in Europe. He's not coming here on holiday. He's come here to work hard. And he assures us that he's going to put the work in away from sort of like our eyes. We're developing a real top level recruitment department. You look at the players that we've brought in this year, players that probably not many people have heard of, but players that are on our radar, players that we feel fit the characteristics of what we want, which is hungry. We really want hungry players. We want players, and I feel as if that when you look at our team now, those players that have left, those players that maybe aren't playing that much, are the ones that don't fit into the characteristics that we want, and for them to join in with what we want, they've got to do what we want them to do, and we have players heading in the same direction, all on the same bus, and Coco fits that more than anything, and I hope you know, me and Chris and the recruitment department are working so hard to make sure he's not the only one that we bring in. Yeah, I felt when Minnesota scored, I felt as if we had to really gamble. We had to really gamble. We had to gamble because we had to win the game. You know, I think for us not to come out the Minnesota game with 3 points would have put immense pressure coming into the next few games. We put Emerson on, we put Gonzalo on as a 2 up front. We've been working really hard as trying to connect Gonzalo and Leo more, because we've got 2 goal scorers there on the pitch. Gonzalo changed the game, Emerson changed the game, and Indiana came on and changed the game. So we had to make attacking substitutions. And I feel as if that's what it's going to be like now in the next 18 games. We're going to go for it. You know, we had a saying at Manchester United: if you're going to die trying. And that's always been our motto here. I think it's the way that the players want to play. And with the attacking ability that we've got, you know, and when I look left sometimes to our substitutes warming up, really we've only got attacking players. We're bringing more attacking players into the club because I feel as if that will be the game changer for us as a football club, but more importantly as a team. You know, I think the player that first arrived was someone that probably didn't have that much belief in his own ability, because he'd probably not played at this level that often. He'd had sniff here and there like young players do. But I found someone that was really hard on himself, someone that lacked the real confidence in ability, but I just saw someone that was just brilliant at playing football, and what we've been trying to do is we built him up at the start. I think we had to be really hard on him. We had to, you know, he was a player that you know, you get these players that, like, what's the best position you don't know, so we had to give him a position. And we had to be tough in terms of his discipline. We had to be tough in terms of his training, and then what we really did, we put our arm around him and said, "You're a starter. You're going to be a player, and when you go in there, you're going to be. You have our trust." And he played one game well, and then every time a team was being announced, he kept looking over his shoulder, thinking, "I'm going to be the one left out," and we kept picking him, and that's it's the best way you can be with young players. Keep shoving him in the team, and now, like I said the other day, you look at picking starting 11s, and it's difficult to leave him out.